Hey y'all, good afternoon, good evening, comic book crew. All right, so here we go. So we see what Marvel's doing. Marvel's doing, I think, a smart thing business wise. It looks like they are deciding that we're gonna stop what's not keeping us in the mix, and we're gonna increase on what we see the people want. Amazing. Okay, so I think they're starting to get it. Of course, there's little, arguments here, little arguments there, but we're here to talk about DC now. I feel as though DC needs to do the same thing, okay? Especially with the outcome of the most recent results. Uh, One, the result of Man of Tomorrow, not Man of Tomorrow, Superman movie from last year, okay? Not bad, did pretty good, nice opening. Um, but Supergirl, we had a little bit of a stumble. Didn't have to be. That movie was definitely worth and deserved more than what it got. That's just the bottom line, and I'm gonna stand on that daggone rock. Standing on it. And I think a lot of people out there will, but may not want to say it. So what DC is also doing is they are putting out Lanterns is coming. I think Lanterns is a good choice. It looks like it's going to definitely play into last year's Superman and come into next year's Superman Man of Tomorrow. Okay, we got Lanterns. We're going to learn some things. We're going to see some gains and some losses. I feel it looks like it's going to be a great story. We got Guy Gardner, who is already in Superman's world, okay, in the DC world, the DCU, and he's going to be in this most recent, going forward into next year's Superman, and he's going to be in Lanterns, which is coming out next Sunday, August 16th. Man, I've been waiting for this for a long time, so I'm ready. Let's go. Um, so that's good. We're building that world. That world is getting built, but I want to talk about another show that they seem to be really got their teeth into and they want to go with it, and that's the Jimmy Olsen show with Gorilla Grodd. I don't know. This could possibly lead into some Flash stuff, but are we really in a position that we want to sit on what's working and just make a filler show? Because I feel as though the Jimmy Olsen thing is going to be a filler show. Not that that's a bad thing, but it depends on where you're at in your game. They're just getting started. They had a win, they had a loss. I think you should be shooting for all wins. All wins. The Lanterns thing looks like it's going to definitely be able to catapult, and that's going to be a winner. That's going to be a gain for y'all, DC. But I don't know about this Jimmy Olsen thing. And I'm also hearing about um this Booster Gold. I know there's a lot of DC Booster Gold fans, and I hear you. I hear you. But I think DC pushing this Booster Gold is like Marvel pushing, I don't know, some B tier, C tier character when you are getting A tier money. You are pushing A tier content. You don't want to back up on a Booster Gold when you haven't even introduced the Brave and the Bold, when you haven't even introduced Wonder Woman, when you haven't even introduced the Flash, when you haven't even introduced Aquaman. All right, these are your Justice League. These are your Justice League flagship people. You haven't introduced them, and we want to talk about a spinoff Jimmy Olsen Gorilla Grodd. I don't know if that's a good move, y'all. I think y'all should rethink that. You were talking about bringing the Beetle. Now the Beetle's gonna be, Blue Beetle's gonna be in next year's Man of Tomorrow. Maybe you do that. You bring him into another show, but I don't think he's ready for his own movie. He's not ready for his own show. I don't believe that. If you DC fans believe different, please tell me where I'm wrong. I think we need to get that daggone one of those that I just said needs to be featured in their own show. Maybe it doesn't have to be immediately Batman or immediately Wonder Woman. Let's talk about the Flash, Aquaman, Green Arrow. All right, you got Green Lantern, but I don't think Booster Gold is your next go, and I sure don't think Jimmy Olsen is the move. And I did say the Flash, but just my thoughts. You got to start making power moves with your characters, because the if you really believe that there's hero fatigue, then you got to start giving the fans what they want from the door. We can't go into this world building with the minuscule. We got to start with the big stuff. That's just my opinion. All right, that's what Marvel's done, and I think DC, you need to do the same thing, Mr. Gunn, or you're gonna keep hearing what you're hearing now. But anyway, I spoke too long, and until next time, peace out. All right, and subscribe.